What's up, coaches? Welcome back. This is part two of an Instagram training with our amazing VIP coach, Crystal Nichols. Today, Crystal is going to share with us how what her strategy is for Instagram engagement. Because if you watch part one, we talked a lot about how Instagram is huge on the law of reciprocity. It's a really easy platform to find people, to connect with them, and to get engagement. Another thing that's really great about Instagram is there's no cap on your followers, or really, I think the number of people that you're following, right? I love Facebook so much, Matt and I both do, but we are capped at 5,000 friends. Now your groups, your pages and stuff can go far beyond that, but there's no cap on Instagram. So it's a great place to build your following, and that starts with engagement, right? We need to have a big, well, not a big following, but we need to grow our following, right? We need to engage with people on the platform so that we can move those engagements into DM conversations, which then we can move to triage calls, to sales calls, and enrollment. So today, Crystal is going to share with us her Instagram strategy for engagement. So Crystal, I'm going to hand it right over to you. What is your Instagram strategy?
So Instagram strategy, first I'm going to start with Reels. I post 2 Reels per week. Now Reels is really good for reach and getting new followers. You reach so many new accounts when you post Reels. And the thing about Reels is you can make them either entertaining with a bit of value, or you can do, like what I like to do is I'll make one Reel that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Where I jump on a trend. You know those lips? I don't know if you guys have seen those lip sync trends.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
jump on a lip sync trend so that it's funny and then it gets people's attention. And then my second Reel might be a bit more serious, where I'm just giving value or I'm just speaking to the camera.
Yeah.
A good tip that I found out from someone is that when you're speaking to the camera, have it be at different angles, because apparently it captures people's attention, it keeps them interested longer. I don't know, but yeah, just have different angles. So you'll do like one clip, say with the camera here, and then another clip here, another clip like facing that way. Like, I don't know. Yeah, so 2 Reels per week.
Yeah. Well, let's go into your profile. Let's see like one of your Reels. Sounds so fun.
I hope you can watch it on desktop, because sometimes that's random.
There's your story.
That's my story, guys. Okay, there we go. Profile.
Awesome.
Okay. That was a serious one. I'm gonna do. Oh no!
It doesn't play on desktop.
It doesn't play. Okay, should I just subscribe it?
Yeah. And also I noticed too that you were able to actually write like a post about it. So it's not just a video clip. You're actually also describing what it is.
Yeah, you can go into more depth, more detail when you in the actual caption. It's so annoying that you can't show it. But anyways, this is just a funny one where I was, I'm pretending to kill it in auditions, as I said. I'm dancing around, but then I have little clips come up of me being distracted, like, oh, this dancer's better than me, like that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, they're not looking at me. Oh no, I'm not doing it right, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But people really like that one. And then this one was more of a serious Reel, where I was just speaking about how to stop being hard on yourself, and that was just me speaking. So that's my Reel strategy. A carousel post. I post one carousel.
Real quick, is there anyone that you recommend, like that is great at Reels, that is like what resource do you have that like our coaches could use how to do or how to learn Reels?
I'll show you. This girl right here, Brittany Battler, she is an Instagram expert. She's a Reels expert. She has I think she has this whole free resource called Reel Like a Boss. And I think it's in her, if you go into here. So that's her name, Brittany Battler. Reel Like a Boss, there it is. This is free. Okay, how do I get back?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So this is her. She's amazing. I've got so many tips from her on how to do Reels, how to just do Instagram in general. So she's a good one. Also, this guy, Lucas. This guy, I'm gonna go to his profile really quickly.
Yeah, thanks.
This guy is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to give you one more. Dan
Thomas?
Yeah. Oh no, what? Where did he go?
Try Dan Space Thomas and see if he'll.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. My Instagram is so, yes, this guy right here. So those three people, if you follow their profiles, they'll give you lots of tips on reels or just Instagram strategy in general. I get most of my information from them.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So that's my reels.
Okay. And so you do 2 of those per week to enhance
Yes.
followers. Yeah. And I definitely like we're all seeing the trend with reels. Like if Instagram is your primary platform, you've got to be using reels.
Yeah.
They're 30 seconds. Is that correct?
Yeah, up to 30 seconds. I feel like they've now increased it. You can actually do a 1-minute reel.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's just excessive. I think probably stick with the 30 seconds, especially if you're new to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, they're fun, they're entertaining, and they're a great fast way for people to get information. We all know how powerful like Facebook Live is, right? Because again, you can jump on there quickly, people like it, they get to see you. And now with Instagram Reels, it's the same. They get to see some personality. It can be funny, it can be informative, and it's fast. And they're using video, which is, people love that. Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah. So then next we have the carousel post, and carousel is just a post where you have multiple images. Mm-hmm. And that's great for packing lots of value into one post. I'm going to show you an example. Actually, he has one right here. This is a carousel post because you see it's loading. There's more than one slide. So the way he structures it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you can put video in there too?
You can put video in there too. Actually, I'm not sure if that's available on all accounts. Sometimes Instagram will test drive something. I think everyone can do it, but I'm just gonna show you one that isn't video, just in case.
Are you able to do it on yours? Your carousel?
I've never actually tried to do the video.
Okay.
But I might have a look now.
Yeah.
So see, he has like lots of different information. You can just keep going. He has like slides and slides and slides. I think you can do up to 10, I believe. Can
you show us what one of yours looks like?
Yeah. Because mine is a bit simpler. I don't do all of that fancy stuff.
Yeah. And I don't think like our coaches who are just getting into social media are going to do all the fancy stuff either. And I have to tell you, coaches, like that's kind of one of those things that we notice can be like a time vampire, right? For our coaches who they think that like, oh my gosh, I've got to have all these perfect slides and blah, blah, blah. You kind of don't. And a great thing to like even use for slides, I mean, you can make slides on Google if you want, you can do them on Canva, super easy. Like you don't have to go, crazy with it.
This was a Canva template that I just used for myself. And then so how to increase your mental performance for auditions. Mm-hmm. Straight from Canva, guys.
Yeah.
It's slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4, and then that's the end.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Super simple, super easy.
So that's a carousel post.
Awesome. And I'm sure that putting those like little things together with like a Canva template or something like that was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's really speedy because you're just using the template. You're just going to, copy and paste your own words or,
Yeah. Do you have to upload it then from can you upload to Instagram from your computer or does it have to be from your phone?
I do it from my phone.
Okay. So
I've never tried to do anything from desktop, to be honest.
So you
it's
have
quite limited.
So you have like the Canva app or something on your phone. You toss like whatever words you want to do, and then you're just able to upload them quickly to your Instagram.
Yeah. Straight from Canva to Instagram.
Easy peasy. Cool.
Yeah. So I do one of those carousel posts a week.
Okay.
And then and then one post I do like a regular. This is like a regular, just one picture post.
Okay. Yep. You're like regular post. So that could be anything that you want to say that day. It could be like informative or like problem, agitate, and validate, solve, call to action, raise your hand, micro commitment, anything.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then the other one I do where is it? Where is it? Oh, I was gonna say, so something that I've noticed, guys, on Instagram, people love like quotes or like just like this. I'm gonna show you this one. So I'll do one of these a week. People love these for some reason, and they'll share them, they'll save them. You can get, I've seen people, so I'll do a post like this, and then I've noticed that people will start sharing it to their stories. So I'll be going through stories and people are sharing that,
Amazing.
which gets more eyes on your account.
Yeah, of course. Awesome. Yeah, share is a great way to grow your audience. Share.
Yeah. So I do one of these a week. So that's really it. I do one normal like picture post, one of these kind of inspirational posts, one carousel post, 2 reels, and then with the IGTV and IG live, you can do those every 2 weeks or so. It doesn't have to be, well, you know, they say it doesn't have to be every week, but they are like an IGTV is just a really good way to show your authority and pack lots of value, get people to see your face, a bit of personality. But the IGTV, I don't think they do as well as a reel. They're not as popular.
What's the difference between doing an IG live and IGTV?
Honestly, the only difference is that IG live it's live. That's the only difference, because with IG live, you can, after you finish your live, you can save it and it posts as an IGTV.
Oh, okay. So I actually wasn't sure about that. I didn't know if IG live like went away. Where is, I don't know if you can show us on the desktop, like where the button is to go live or to create an IGTV. I see how like on like right there, you have like posts, reels, IGTV, saved, tagged. Do you need to upload everything though from your phone?
With IGTV, I found it better to download. So there's an IGTV app. It's a separate app now. I found it easier to download the app for IGTV and then do everything from the app. So because I've noticed that it's easier to do that than to try to upload a video onto it.
Okay.
For some reason, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, that's why there's apps for that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you talk to us just for a second about highlights too, like your highlights and how you do those? Like, yeah, under posts. Because I know, you know, you need to be posting to your IG story, which is really easy, right? Like for your stories, you're doing your Instagram stories like throughout the day. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, my Instagram stories, actually, I only do them in the morning, in that morning post. Unless something happens and I'm like, oh, I just want to post this real quick. But for the IG stories, I use a lot of your Buzz Machine posts, actually. Like the ask a question, like, you know, what's your favorite podcast, or what are you watching right now? What books are you reading? Or something I'll do as well with the IG stories is if I want to give a tip, I'll put in my stories 3 tips to increase energy. And then I'll do like either a poll or because you can use stickers. Yeah. And you can use a sticker to ask a question. So if you say, oh, 3 tips to boost engagement or 3 tips to boost your energy, whatever it is, then you can say, oh, which one of these will you use? Right? Like, so that you're also encouraging engagement. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. But for some reason, why are the things not showing up? The highlights don't show up. Yeah. I'm going to show you on my phone. Yeah. Guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but Instagram is really not good with desktop.
That's okay. Oh, wait, can you stop this share for a second so that we can see your screen a little bit better? Cool. All right. So those little things where she has like participants, is that what that says? Like the first recipes. One? Oh, so recipes. I'm like, can't say recipes, liking, dance. Like those are her highlights. Yeah. How do you do those? Like you create a story in Instagram.
Yeah, so you create a story as you usually would. And then what you can do is, so this was just a quote that I shared, but you go into, there's a little highlight button. Sorry, I have to hold it. There's a highlight button at the bottom.
Yeah, I see it. Yep. It's like
and then you just press it. And then you go add to highlights and it'll give you the option.
Oh, awesome.
You can add it and then you just add it and then it's there.
Yeah. Where do you create those little highlights from? Do you just like do it from your profile, like, You know, you can just like create whatever you want for highlights, recipes, fitness tips, you know, movement, whatever it is.
Yeah, you can create actually. So when you go to highlights, yeah, when you go to your profile,
Mm-hmm.
there's a thing. Can you see the button that says new?
New. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you have no highlights, that will just be there.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then you just press the plus, and then you can use like an image that you already have, which I get them from Canva, to be honest. Canva actually has highlight images. If you go on Canva and you search highlight images, they'll all come up.
Mm-hmm.
And you can save them to your phone. And so when you click that plus, they'll come up here
Mm-hmm.
in your camera roll. And then you just press, like say I press this one. And
Yeah.
then I just press next.
Yep.
And then you put
Whatever you want to name it.
yeah.
Awesome. That's so easy. That's so
Yeah.
easy. I want to ask two more things. I want to ask about like finding potential influencers, like, because I know one of the things that you kind of do is you look to collaborate with influencers in your niche. So this could be like we talk about micro influencers, being able to find people with audiences that serve a similar audience, but just not done in the same way. So you can get in front of them. You can maybe do shout for shouts, things like that.
Yeah. So for me, it was really easy because I knew the kind of accounts I could collaborate with. So for instance, because I'm a dancer or I work with dancers, I know that lots of dancers would be working with, say, a physiotherapist.
Yeah.
So what I did was I would just search within Instagram for physiotherapists. I'll say physiotherapists for dancers.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will have that in their search, in their profile.
Yeah.
So it'll come up. Or I would say, I would use a hashtag like dancer wellness.
Mm-hmm.
Or nutrition for dancers, support for dancers, support for actors, because I know that anyone who's within that niche is going to be using those hashtags. And that's how I found a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't know how that translates for specific niches, but that's what I did for mine.
Well, but that's a really good point. And it's really, that comes down to really making sure that you know your niche and you know a lot about them. So you know, like who else they need, who else they're following, who else they're interested in hearing from. It's just really important in knowing who your niche is. You can find that out in market research, or even like one of those polls in your stories, right? Like, hey, who are you following for XYZ? Hey, do you go to chiropractor? How often? Hey, do you get massage? What type of massage do you normally look for? Or, you know, like little things like that would allow you to like find other people to connect with. Just ask and find out. Yeah.
And that brings me to a really good point, the hashtag strategy.
Yes, that's what my next question was. Like, well, how do we find hashtags?
Right. So you have 30 hashtags that you can use in one post. Mm-hmm. So you have to have a good mixture of categories for your hashtags. So you want one category of hashtags to be directly related to your post. So say you're posting about a recipe. Yeah. Then you'd use a hashtag like hashtag food inspo or hashtag foodie, something like that relates to the fact that you're posting about food. So use a few of those, but then you use specific hashtags that show who you are. So you would use something like wellness coach, health coach, blah, blah, blah. Then the other category is you use hashtags related to your niche. So for me, it would be like dancers of Instagram, or like actors of IG, actors life, performer life, dancer wellness, that kind of thing. And then they said also use a few local hashtags of where you are. So like, hashtag London, hashtag UK dancers, hashtag UK actors, something like that. So that the algorithm also knows who you're targeting. So it's a good mixture of your niche, who you are, who you serve, what the post is about, and then the location. And then you just mix and match.
Do you have like a number of hashtags that you try and use all the time?
I use the full 30. At one point, they were saying, don't use 30 hashtags. But then recently, the head of Instagram said, use the 30 hashtags.
Okay. And does it matter if you put them in your post versus in the comments?
Yes and no. So again, the head of, oh, sorry, I'm going to show you the head of Instagram so you can follow him as well. But the head of Instagram, his name is Adam Mosseri or something. I'm going to show you quickly. He said, I'm just going to show you real quick. This is him. So follow him as well, because he will share updates about Instagram and he'll give tips. So he said, related to hashtags, that now they are using the hashtag in keyword searches if you put them in your caption. So he said, if you put your hashtags in your comments, it's not going to hurt your engagement. But if you put them in your caption, then people will be able to find your post based on the words that you use in the caption. So I would say put them in the caption.
All right. Put them in the actual caption, not the comments.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he said if you put them in the comments, it doesn't actually hurt. It's not like you're not going to be seen by the algorithm. It's just that you get a bit of a searchable boost. Like you're more searchable.
Yeah. Well, that's what you want. That's what you want when you're trying to be found and have visibility.
Yeah.
I noticed up here too that you have like the banned in your browser. You had banned Instagram hashtags.
Oh yes, I was going to show that. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure that as well. I had that too. Yes. So sometimes, so guys, it's a good idea if you just Google as well, banned Instagram hashtags. Instagram bans hashtags because sometimes people put dirty things on Instagram and they use and that's where they have to. So sometimes it's random stuff. It's random.
Crap, I use like adulting sometimes. Oh my gosh, yeah.
See? And then the problem is that if you use a banned hashtag, it hurts your, I guess, the way you show up on the algorithm, because then Instagram then has to go and check that you're not posting something that you're not supposed to post. Look, beauty blogger, see, like it's random.
Wow, Bessie's bikini. Oh my gosh.
Curvy Girls costumes. Customers? Like what? Yeah. Oh, eggplant. Okay, we know why that's banned. We know why that's banned.
We're not also banned?
Come on. That's a bunch of 13-year-olds right there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's Miley Cyrus. Okay. Yeah. You see, honestly, you have to check, guys. You have to check. Yeah.
Street photo, sunbathing.
Oh.
Shower. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Valentine's Day, guys. It's bad.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So taskant.com/ban-instagram-hashtags is a good one.
I think this hasn't been updated for a while either, because I think most recently I've heard that natural immunity has been banned. That's what I've heard recently. So you have to be careful. Just like keep checking. Keep checking, because you just don't know, guys.
Yeah. And so if a hashtag is banned and you use it, is your post like immediately like buried by the Instagram algorithm?
At first. So what happens is they'll bury it at first, but then they have to go and verify it. So they'll go and check to see what the post is about. And then if it's fine, then they'll let it be.
But I imagine like that just takes a while because of so many Instagram users. And like you said, in our part 1 training, like part of what you do in your afternoon time is like you get your post up and then you're engaging with it immediately. So if it's banned or it's like whatever, like, yeah, that's not going to happen. You're not going to get those engagements.
Yeah, no, it's gonna kind of kill the momentum of the post, because they'll have to go check, and that will take a while.
Yeah.
And by that time, you've already killed it. So just check the banned hashtags.
Yeah. No, that's a really super duper important tip. Awesome. Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you sharing your strategy with us. It seems actually like you broke it down for me that it feels a lot easier than I think. Like Instagram's not my primary platform, mine's Facebook. But like, because for me, I'm like, oh my gosh, Instagram feels like a job. It doesn't now. In fact, I feel like Instagram seems kind of fun. So maybe I will get on there and use it a little bit more this week too. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Crystal. Thanks for your help. All right, coaches, put these strategies in place and make sure you're looking for the banned hashtags. Bye, guys.
Bye.